In this tutorial, we will look at how to document our program with comments. We will also look at performing arithmetic operations in Java with some operators in programming.
What are comments? Program comments are non-executing statements that you add to a file for documentation. Programmers use comments to leave notes for themselves and for others who might read their programs in the future. Java provides you with three types of comments: line comments, block comments, and javadoc comments. The line comment starts with 2 forward slashes and continue to the end of the current line. It does not require an ending symbol. The block comment starts with a forward slash and an asterisk and end with an asterisk and a forward slash. Block comments can also extend across as many lines as needed. The javadoc comments are also called documentation comments because they are used to automatically generate nicely formatted program documentation with a program named javadoc. Javadoc comments begin with a forward slash and 2 asterisks and end with an asterisk and a forward slash. Now, let's look at how to perform arithmetic operations on variables and constants. There are different types of operators, but we are going to look at the arithmetic operators for now. Now, there are 5 standard arithmetic operators for performing calculations with values in a program. These are the plus for addition, the minus for subtraction, the star for multiplication, the forward slash for division, and the percent sign for remainder, also known as the modulus. The values on either side of the operator is an operand. So for example, if you write 4 plus 3, the numbers 4 and 3 are known as the operands. Now let's do some math. The addition. Let's declare the variable int outcome and assign the value 45 plus 2 semicolon. Now let's print it out. System.out.println, and inside the brackets type the result of 45 plus 2 equals space, and outside of the double quotation marks plus the variable name outcome. Now click run, and in our output we get 47 as the answer. Subtraction. So using the same outcome variable, right, outcome equals 47 minus 7 semicolon. So we just copy and paste our system.out in this line, and then we change 45 plus 2 to 47 minus 7. Let's click run, and we get the output 40. The multiplication, again using the outcome variable, let's assign 40 star 2 semicolon. Let's paste the system.out.println that we copied. Then we change 47 minus 7 to 40 star 2. Run it, and we get 80. A division. Java supports 2 types of division. They are floating point division, which occurs when one or both operands are floating point values. Example, 3.5 divided by 2. we have the 3.5 as a floating point number. And then the other type of division is the integer division, which occurs when both of the operands are integers. The result is an integer, and if there is a fractional part, it is lost. So again, using the outcome variable, let's assign 4 /3 semicolon, which is an example of the integer division. Let's paste our print line statement and change 40 * 2 to 4/3. Run it, and our output is 1, which is the whole number part of the division. You can see that 4 divided by 3 is a decimal value. So for integer division, the fractional part is lost. Then let's look at the floating point division.
Let's declare a variable named outcome with an uppercase C as a double and assign the value 3.5 divided by 2.
Paste our system.out.println and change 4/3 to 3.5/2 and a semicolon. Let's run it, and we get our output to be 1.75. Now, the remainder operator. This operator divides the operands and prints out its remainder. Example, let's take our outcome and assign the value 5/3. When we divide this, our value is 1. But by the workings of this operator, 5 divided by 3, which is 1, has a remainder of 2, which is the output we got. So let's paste our print line method, change the 3.5 divided by 2 to 5 divided by 3, and then run this. And we see we get our output to be 2. There are other ways of performing arithmetic with operators. Let's look at one other way. So I will comment out all of this for trial purpose. Pause the video and try to comment this out, and then play to continue. So here is our solution. Up here, we type /**, and then at the bottom of the program, we type */ we are using our block comments. Now let's declare the variable int result and assign it a value 7. Now we can add 3 to the value in result by doing this. Result plus equal to 3. This operator is called the add and assign operator, which is equivalent to result equals result plus 3. Let's print it out. System.out.println, between the quotation marks, result is space, then outside of it plus result. Let's run it and get our answer 10. For the subtraction, we call the operator subtract and assign operator. So result minus equals 2 semicolon. Let's copy and paste the system.out.println and then run the application, and we get the value 8. For multiplication, multiply and assign operator. Result asterisk equals 2 semicolon. Paste our system.out.println method and run, and we get the value 16. Now pause the video and try to do the same for the division and the remainder operator. Let's look at the solutions. For the division operator, which is a divide and assign operator, it is result /= equals 4. paste our system.out.println and then run, and we get the value 4. The solution for remainder is also the same as the rest. The remainder operator is called the remainder and assign operator, which will be result percentage sign equals 3. Let's paste our system.out and run the application, and we get the value 1. When you want to increase a variable's value by exactly 1, there are 2 operators to help you do that. The prefix increment operator and then the postfix increment operator. To use a prefix increment operator, you type 2 plus signs before the variable name. So if we type the statement int any value equals 6, and then on the next line type the plus any value. Let's print any value to console. So system.out.println any value. Let's run it, and we see that any value is now holding the value 7. To use a postfix increment operator, we type 2 plus signs just after the variable name. So let's declare another variable int another value equals 32 semicolon. On the next line, another value plus semicolon. We copy the printout statement and then paste and run it, and we get the result to be 33. If you want to decrease the variable's value by exactly 1, all you do is change the 2 plus signs to 2 minus signs for both the prefix and postfix decrement operators. I'll leave that as an assignment to you to try it out. Now, when you use the prefix increment operator, the result is calculated and then its value is stored. Consider the following statement. Int m equals 5. And the next line, int n equals plus m. The result is that both m and n will hold the value 6 because m is increased to 6 and then the value of the expression is assigned to n. So let's just print out both m and n. So system.out.println bracket, in between the double quotation mark, m is, we type outside of the quotation mark plus m, then another plus, then bring the double quotation marks again, and n is space, then outside of the quotation mark plus n. When you print this out, you see that the result is m is 6 and n is 6. Now, when we use the postfix increment operator, the value of the expression before the increase is stored. So let's consider the following statement. Let's use the variable x. So int x equals 5. And on the next line, int y equals x plus plus. We'll copy and paste our system.out line here and change the m and then the n to x and y respectively. When we run this, we see that our result is x is 6, but y is only 5. The value of x is assigned to y, and then y is incremented. That is, the value of x is stored in y before the 1 is added to it, and then stored in
y.
The opposite is true for the postfix and then the prefix increment operators. So I'll leave that also to you as an assignment. Now, when performing arithmetic operations, we take note of the order of precedence. Now, in this table, we can see the order of precedence for the following operators. We have multiplication, division, and remainder having higher precedence over the addition and then subtraction. Let's go back to our program. Let's comment this. Then let's declare our variable. Int result equals 3 plus 2 times 2 semicolon. In this statement, when we try to print result out, we would expect our answer to be 10. Let's go ahead and run this. System.out.println into bracket quotation marks result is plus result, and run it, and we see we get our answer to be 7. Why is this? In our table before, we saw that multiplication, division, and remainder have higher precedence over addition and subtraction. So in this statement, the multiplication is performed first, and then the result is added to 3 and then stored in our result variable. But if we need our answer to be 10, then we will have to put the operation to be performed first. In our case, this will be the 3 plus 2 into parentheses. Let's look at another example. Let's assign 8 divided by 2 times 3 to our result variable. Now, how does the compiler calculate this since they are of the same precedence? Well, arithmetic operations are performed from the left to right. So if we copy and paste this and then run it, we get our output to 12. The division operator is dealt first, that is 8 divided by 2, which will be 4. And then the result 4 is multiplied with 3, which will give our answer 12. So these are some of the ways you can use arithmetic operators and then comments. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next tutorial.